welcome back to my channel. If you're new, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Don't forget to hit the bell and turn on your post notifications. That way you can stay up to date on all the latest videos that we post about baby. So this video today is just going to be a story time video because I totally jumped the gun last week when I dropped that bomb of a video talking about some gender prediction, and I'm 18 weeks. Like, who, what, where, when, why, and how? Okay, we already know how. But like, you're pregnant, yeah, okay. Some knew, some didn't, and I just was slowly like putting it out there. And then I was like asked, am I gonna do like a what is it, like a vlog, I guess, of the whole process. I thought about it, and then I was like, I really don't know. I'm like 18 weeks right now. I mean, that's not far along, but I'm like, of course I'm gonna drop a video for like the gender reveal and stuff, but I was like, I wasn't too sure if I was going to just vlog about my journey, I guess. So this is what the story time is about. I guess me finding out when I was pregnant and stuff like that. How I found out, where I was at, how everything took place. I did drop a video on Instagram previously. It wasn't on my feed, it was on my story. So if you don't follow me on Instagram, then you probably didn't see it. You can follow me on Instagram, and that's my name, Cypreiana, with 2 A's. I'll probably like put it here, somewhere down here. Yeah. So you can see, that way you can follow me if you don't already. Okay, so I put it in my story, basically me finding out. I kind of dropped the bomb on New Year's because I was like holding out for a while. Like, I wanted to make it out the first trimester because that's the idea. That's what they tell you to do. Don't tell anybody. Don't say, well, you can tell people, but they say only to share it with people that you would share a loss with, basically. So, because like the first trimester, I guess it's a high chance of not making it. So, we made it out the first trimester, and that was coming into the new year. So I was like, I'm gonna drop the bomb on New Year's, and that's what I did. So first of all, me finding out, I took like 3 tests. At first I took 1 test, and then I waited like a couple hours. I took another test, and then like the next morning or so, I took another test. So I had like 3 tests. I'm like, that's just like triple confirmation. So I found out on Halloween, to be exact, on Halloween. Okay, because I usually get the cycle, on the 28th of the month. Well, it's not usually. Let me not say usually, because I'm gonna throw out there that my cycles they don't flow regularly. So I'm an irregular person. So I never know, or I never used to know at least, when I was going to get a cycle, which usually means you don't know when you like ovulate, or everything wasn't flowing properly with me. But for some reason, some way, somehow, the past like 3 months before I found out I was pregnant or so, I was keeping track of my periods on the Flow app. If you had the Flow app, I was keeping track of them, and then they just kept falling on the same day each month. And I was like so geeked for them to be falling on the same day each month, because I'm just like, finally, I got tired of like just having those days where it's just like, oh no, I'm on my cycle and I don't know, and I didn't know, it's just unprepared day. So I finally had regular cycles. I finally had regular cycles for like the past 3 months before finding out or so. And then fast forward, we were in Chicago or whatever, turning up. It was like the 26th, we went to the yacht party or whatever. Everything seemed normal to me. Everything seemed normal. I even had a drink and stuff there. And I had a drink. Even back at our room, we had another drink and stuff. And it was just like, fast forward, finding out I was pregnant, I felt so bad. I was up there drinking like nobody's business. Okay, but I mean, it wasn't too bad. And I'm in the hot tub and stuff like that. Stuff that the sauna, steam room stuff that you're not even supposed to go around when you're pregnant. But at least all that got cut out the picture. My once I found out. At least I didn't continue, you know? Like some people will continue once they find out stuff like that. But no, that's just bad parenting. Okay, what do I know? I don't know. Anyways, so yeah, fast forward us coming from Chicago, whatever. We came back on the day I was supposed to get my cycle. And I didn't get my cycle. The next day I had to go to work and stuff like that. But then again, like I said, me missing my cycle is like a norm for me. So I'm not thinking nothing of it because I missed my cycle. I'm just like, okay, I missed my cycle. That's it. That's all. Like I didn't think nothing of me missing it because I can miss a cycle and still not be pregnant. That was just how my body was working. Like I can go a month no cycle, I could miss, and I'll be safe. But I know that's kind of jacked up because it's like every time that ever happened to me, I'd probably be like, oh no, like am I like no. I never was really like panicky like that because I'm like I'm just jacked up. My body was just jacked up. That's how I took it. That's how I looked at it. So, anyways, so yeah, the day I was supposed to get it, my cycle, I didn't get it. Next day I went to work and stuff like that. You know, my boyfriend's texting me everything. He's just all like, hey, did you get your cycle and stuff? Did you get? And I'm just like, no. Well, even that morning, waking up and stuff, he's just like, anything? And like, no. And I'm like, no. Yeah, I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, okay. Like, you know, the days just go on. And we're like, okay. I'm like, okay, maybe this Saturday we'll get like a pregnancy test. But couldn't even wait till that Saturday because the 28th was already like that Monday. So what, how long was like that Wednesday or Thursday or so? And so I'm like, I can't even wait till the weekend no more. I'm like, I just want to know. So I ended up getting the test that day. And then he's all like, well, wait for me. I want to know. I want to find out too. And I could have just took it and then tell him later or something. But he wanted to be there. So we sat there, took the test or whatever. I was like, at first I was scared to like turn around. I was like, I don't even want to look at this. I don't want to know. And then I ended up looking and I was just like shocked. I was like really? So, yeah. I was like, yeah. He was like, what does it say? And I'm like, I'm pregnant. It was just so funny how I said it. It was just like, okay. Yeah. It's like, I don't know why we acted as if so in disbelief. Well, I don't know. It wasn't disbelief. It just was like, coming from me, I just thought I'd probably be one of the people that I might have to go like to a fertility clinic one day whenever I decided that I wanted to have kids or something. All because of the fact that I had irregular cycles and I could never like keep track of like how everything was flowing, which means everything like my eggs, everything weren't probably releasing properly, all because my cycle wasn't flowing properly. So yeah, some people want to know probably like, okay, was this planned or was this like an accident? Like I got that question. I got it more than once. I mean, y'all know accidents happen or whatever the case may be, but it was not accidental. We actually planned this. Yeah, everything happened so fast between us. It's just crazy. Like we actually planned it though. I mean, I can't say we was up there just testing something out to see like, oh, because I know the month before prior to, we did try. And then it was a fail because I got my cycle, and it was like kind of bumming. That's when I really started to, I don't know, feel down a little because I was like, oh, I'm so jacked up. I'm not like in the future, like whenever I did plan to have a kid, I'm not going to. Now my goal age was about 25 to start having kids anyway. So the fact that I'm 23, I'm like, I guess that's okay. I mean, it's okay. Either way. If you're ready or if you want to, whatever your plans are, that's on you. Or on y'all, if y'all in a partnership or something. I don't know. Either way, it's on you. Okay. So, how did I feel? Let's say how I felt up to finding out, I guess, to up and take a test to begin with, because I had the regular symptoms that you would get before getting your cycle anyway, and that'd probably be like sore boobs or like cramping or something, and that's just how I was feeling. But I didn't feel like anything else, which made me feel like I might get my cycle, but not knowing that your cycle and you being pregnant, those two kind of go hand in hand of what you might feel. So you never know really until you take a test, or I don't know, because I don't know how else you would find out other than taking a test. But yeah, and I still was like in disbelief, even though I took like 3 tests, all the tests said positive. I still was like, I don't know, I'm not gonna believe it till I see something. I wasn't getting sick or nothing. I didn't even know how far along I was. Like I said, I had the Flow app, so I changed it from like the cycle mode to pregnancy mode, and I think it was like a week ahead of what I actually was when I went to the doctor. So it was saying I should be feeling like nauseous and stuff like that, and I wasn't. I felt normal. I felt fine, and I used to complain to him like, I'm not pregnant, like ain't nothing, like nothing's happening to me. And I probably should have just been grateful that I wasn't getting sick and stuff like that, because once it started, like it was terrible. Like I get too sick, like it, like let me breathe, like it doesn't let me breathe. Like I get so sick, like I don't just feel sick or nauseous like one time out the day. I mean, I'm curled up over a bowl at least 4 times out the day when I do get sick. Now that's bad. That's some severe morning sickness. And morning sickness is not even morning sickness, because I'm like, why they call it morning sickness and it can happen any time of the day? Like when I first got sick, it was at night. It was nighttime, and I was eating some pasta. We had some chicken Alfredo pasta. That's exactly what I was eating. And he didn't kill his, and I'm up here, I'm telling him, I can't eat it. I cannot go. I can't do it. And he's just up here rubbing my back like, it's okay. You only got a few more bites. Like, no. I'm like, I can't do it. I'm feeling like I don't feel good. I don't feel good, or I feel sick. I said, it's not going down how it should. It's not working out. And it's like, it's okay. Just a few more bites. So listen to him, like, cause he's like, you gotta eat all this extra, whatever. I'm like, okay. So I'm eating a few more bites, and it just comes back out on his floor at that, and I'm just like, oops. And then I runs out the room and run to the bathroom, and I'm just like, I told you it wasn't going down right. I wasn't feeling good, and you made me sit there still eating this stuff. But he ain't even like stay in the room with stuff. He like so supporting and stuff. He be right there every time I'm getting sick and stuff, or whatever's going on with me. He just be there. And I'm like, I don't know how you can sit by me while I'm sitting up here throwing, just do it like that's, yeah. It was like, so this and that, so what? He just be right there through all of that mess, and I'm like, I don't know how if I could, like, that just makes me want, what you. So fast forward to my first ultrasound. It was like December the 9th or so, and that's when it got real. That's why I still see the little bean in it. Let me tell y'all, aside from that though, when I told like some people, because I'm like, it was so strange when I was in Chicago, and I went to see my niece, yes, my niece, who had a baby. We're the same age, so let me put that out there, because some people think like you have to be, like when you say like a niece or nephew or something, they think of people way younger than you. Like we're the same age. We're like a month apart in age. It's crazy. So she had a baby and went there, and she's just like, I don't know why she said this, like just putting to us like, oh, if you guys had a baby, it's gonna look just like y'all. For some reason she think we look alike. Like, okay. And then even we went to see like his mom and granny and stuff. They were there, and they were talking about some babies and stuff, and I'm just like, what's the topic of the day? Like, I'm like, are you guys plan to ever have kids? I'm like, I'm sure in due time in the future or something. Whole time not knowing though why everybody's throwing all this little baby stuff out there that I already have a baby growing inside of me. Crazy. So crazy. So, yeah, and I told, like, I didn't tell too many people. That's what I told my niece. And I'm like, because I'm like, you just janked me. Even though I wouldn't really jank because I was already pregnant. And then, you know, he wants to tell his mom and granny and stuff. Because at first I'm like, let's not tell nobody. Let's just wait. You know, at least if we get an ultrasound and just throw an ultrasound up there. But no, he was just too thirsty. So I'm like, well, let me get to telling people too then, who I want to tell. And I told like 2 of my sisters. And then I know you guys probably seen on my channel before, I did a prank on being pregnant, but that was on April Fool's. Like, I'm like, I don't really do pranks like that, so yeah, I'm like, no, this is for real. So seeing is believing, I guess, because anybody can get a pregnancy test. I feel like you kind of can make up an ultrasound too, but that was not made up. So I was like, yeah, it's real. When I told them that, it was a prank, okay? And then, now the one that got me for real is when he told his granny. And his granny went back to my, is it yours? Like, excuse me? I was like, what? I was like, what? Why would she say that? Like, okay, I don't know. I mean, they just met me, so they don't really know. But at the same time, like, I don't know. The way he said it, I guess you could, if you looked at it, it kind of looked like he's saying it in like a shock, like, oh no, I don't know. You know? I don't know how to. I'm trying to give Granny a pass. So my device died, and I had to shoot out. But y'all see me. It's okay, whatever. I'm probably trying to see my seat down soon. In the ground. Okay, as long as I can see, try it. That's it. Hold on. Let's see. Where does it go? Oh yeah, the granny thing. Trying to give Granny a pass. So I was coming up with excuses there, but so I was trying to come up with an excuse for her and her response, but it doesn't matter though. And I sent it to my mom because I'm like, he's like, did you tell your mom? I'm like, I don't know. I was like, I don't know. I said, I'm going to tell her in the format of how I'm going to tell her. And I told her through the text message. I sent her a picture of the 3 pregnancy tests. And she's like, what is that? like you don't know what that is? Like, something weird. She's like, I'm going to keep rolling the dice. I don't know what her issue be. But, I mean, bad. Anyway. Like, I don't know. That was her response. I don't think she believed. She probably thought it was a prank too. Then why she told me to keep rolling the dice, playing around and junk. But whatever. So, like I said, I went to my ultrasound October 9th. And since I felt like my mom still didn't believe and stuff like that, I ended up taking her with me. But for her, I'm like, she didn't got anywhere to go today, blah, blah. I'm trying to lure her with me. So she had somewhere to go. But I'm like, I gotta go to my appointment first because it was like within 30 minutes I had to be there. So we hurried up. We gets there. Then she decides she wants to stay in the car. And it's like cold outside and stuff. I'm like, I'm not gonna leave the car on. So we might as well come inside. So she eventually comes inside. She's just like, how long is this gonna take? Like, I'm like, I don't I never been there for one. I've never been to no ultrasound thing, so I don't know. And she don't know what we there for. You know, it could be like a typical doctor's appointment. She thinking of or something. And how long does a doctor's appointment take? Don't know. It just depends, because sometimes it can get drawn out just from you asking questions. And me, I don't like to sit and ask questions sometimes. I just be like, when they be like, any questions for me? I'm ready to go. Like, no. You answered everything, pretty much. So then we get in there. I go to check in. The lady basically at the check-in thing is saying what it is, but my mom was advising me she was sitting down in the little waiting area, but I have to go to the second floor. So I'm like, how I'm gonna get her to the second floor? Well, it's not hard, but she just was acting difficult with every little step we was taking. I'm like, I gotta go to the second floor. And she's like, okay. Like, she for to sit there. I'm like, are you gonna come sit right up there? Like, not down here. My appointment's not down here. So she goes upstairs too. I don't know why. When I'm sitting here though, now it's like it's getting closer to this point. I just felt nervous and stuff. My heart started like beating out my chest and jump. I'm just like, I don't know what I was nervous about, but I was nervous, y'all. So when they go to call me up, when they go to call me up there, call me back, I'm like, is you coming with me? She's like, what I gotta go for? Like, she's just being difficult. Like, no, what I gotta go for? And I'm like, just come on. So then we goes back there, and then she still wanting to sit outside the room because there's a chair out there, and she's just like, well, I could sit out here. And the lady's like, you can come inside. Because to me, like, if you could sit outside the room, you could have just stayed in the waiting room. What was the point of coming this far? There was no point coming this far. So then she's like, I think the lady had mentioned something like about being here for ultrasound or whatever. And I was like, ultrasound? I'm like, yes. I said, did you think this was a joke or something the whole time? And this was the only way I felt like to get her to see and believe, is to actually take her. And it was difficult getting her in there. Like, look at that long, drawn out process of just getting her in the room. Lady. See, that's probably like a way for people, maybe like young teen moms or something. I see them sometimes on the floor asking like how they're going to tell their parents or something. I think that's probably a good way. Just take them to your appointment with you. Well, you can't just throw them in the car if you don't have a car to drive them, but you can get them to take you to your own appointment, I'm sure. And then, yeah, get them in the room some kind of way. But when you're underage anyway, your parents be coming in the room anyway, because like, you ain't got no privacy. But yeah, that's how I did it with her, with my mom. And everybody else pretty much found out through Instagram or however they found out, word of mouth, somebody say something, this, something, that. But I wasn't trying to tell everybody and their mama off the bat because of waiting to get out the first trimester. Like, I just did it the way the lady said, I guess. Share with those that you would share loss with. So, yeah. And then, even seeing the little bean in there, though, I mean, still a lot of, like, I don't know, like, this is still processing to me. Because I didn't hear no heartbeat or nothing at the ultrasound. They just showed an image, and I didn't get to hear the heartbeat until like my appointment on the 19th with my OB. And I'm like, I didn't get to hear the heartbeat there. And I guess for some reason they don't turn on the sound in the ultrasound thing for whatever reason. But you have to ask them to, I guess. But I didn't know that, so I'm just looking at a still little image here. Well, it wasn't still, because towards the end of like the ultrasound, it started moving a little, even though, you know, I had no feeling to it moving, but it was starting to move. She's like, oh, it's moving. I don't know, that was such a little cute moment. But when I heard the heartbeat on the 19th, it started to get a little more real to me. But honestly, for me, I don't know, since it's like my first pregnancy and stuff, I get a little worried, and I guess when I'm not feeling well. Does that make sense? Like when I'm feeling well, I be like thinking that something may have happened or something, like it's not progressing the way it should. Like I be feeling like I should be feeling sick all the time in order for me to know that the baby is doing okay or something. Like I don't know. Cause to me, I'm like I can't see nothing, can't feel nothing. So how was I supposed to know? Only up until I'm able to start feeling stuff. So fast forward, I'm like 18 weeks. They did ask at my last heartbeat, like my last appointment, I heard the heartbeat again. And they were asking if I was feeling anything. But I was like, I don't really know what I'm looking for. I was like, I did feel something one night, just up late, and it felt like, I said, it went from one side to the other side. It was like really like a butterfly like feeling or something. Like I don't know, it felt fluttery. I don't know. But I was like, I really don't know. But now, I'm not gonna say now I'm feeling stuff. I said that like with excitement, like now I'm feeling it. Like no. Just the other day too though, I just had like I'm just sitting here and I'm just like, I don't know, it's like a little thumpy feeling, like lower under the belly button area and stuff. I don't know. And I was like, I don't know if that's it either. Because I was like, I won't know until, I guess how to actually identify the kicks and movements and stuff, I guess, until it's happening constantly. That's what they say. But during this time, I'm supposed to be feeling stuff. So what I'm feeling, it might be it. I really don't know because I'm still new. So I'm new to this. I don't know. So I don't know. But yeah, that's my little story time, I guess, of how I found out, where I found out. Can't even say where, but I just told y'all guys a little story about, I guess, how it all took place and what I was feeling. Yeah, and I guess of how I was feeling and stuff, like the symptoms I felt, and basically answered some questions in there. So you might have heard your question if you've asked it before and didn't get an answer. Yeah, so if you guys want to know anything else or have questions, you can DM me on Instagram and ask them personally, and I may answer them on my channel or something, or I may just answer you back and not even make a whole vlog about it. Or you can drop a comment down below or something. Whatever you choose to do, it doesn't really matter. I said you guys will see us again in 2 weeks for the gender reveal, but I just thought I had to come and post another video in between the wait time. But we should have like another week by now or so, where you guys won't know probably until like the weekends the gender. But yeah, I'm gonna do a gender review like another week from now, so stay tuned for that. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, turn on your post notifications, that way that you're updated when that video does drop. You don't want to miss it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video.